me take this off
Hey, hello guys. My name is Henry,
here. Marianne.
and I'm part of Henry Singles Meetup. I'm the creator and host. And today's a random talk. We just gonna have a conversation about who we are, where we're from, and what we like to do. Marianne, what do you like to do? And where are you from?
Originally, I'm from Nigeria, born in Nigeria, but I came to the States at 18 months. So yeah, but what do I like to do? I like to do just about anything for fun. Like, are you looking for specifics as, as in,
As in, like, where do you like to hang out? Who do you hang out with? Where are the places you like to go? Eatery, winery, ethnic dining.
okay, golly, you're making me be very specific here. um, in terms of where do I like to eat, I love Vietnamese, Thai food, those kind of things. Now, as far as like African food, because I'm, Nigerian, half Nigerian, half Ghanaian, I know how to cook those foods. So for me to go to a African restaurant to eat, it's kind of hard because what I believe in when I'm going out to eat, I'm going out to eat something that I don't already know how to cook. Um, as far as what do I like to go to, I've just started getting into. I have a coworker who is very artsy, so
Mm-hmm.
I went to an art festival with her. So I'm starting to get into that because I've heard that a lot of Atlanta has a lot of art festivals. Um, I like going to the movies. What else?
What kind of
Um,
movies you like watching?
I
Drama,
like
comedy, African, and what they call it, sitcoms.
African movies. Of course,
Okay.
Niger movies. But I also like action. But my number one is what do they call those? Suspense.
Suspense, thriller.
Yes,
Okay.
suspense films. I absolutely love those. And I also enjoy just hanging out with friends, like getting together, game night, or movie night at somebody's place, because heck, that is always free.
And you know what, guys? Let me tell you about how I met Marianne. And Marianne taught me a lot about not just hosting, but having your own meetup group. Can you pretty much elaborate how we met and the group you had, the African group you had, and how we came to join forces for Henry Singles Meetup?
um, yeah, okay, well, I'll kind of give you a little bit of a history as to how I got to know Meetup. So I moved to Atlanta about 3 years ago. This September will be 3 years. And before I moved to Atlanta, I heard that Atlanta was the mecca for Nigerians. So, I came here with the mindset, oh, I'm going to meet, a lot of Nigerians, a lot of Africans in general. And I get down here, I'm like, wait, where the heck are the Africans? Where the heck are the Nigerians? And apparently, I come to find out, I live further up north and they were further down south. So I told my cousin about this, like, hey, all I do is I go to work and I come home, go to work, come
Mm-hmm.
home. I don't have an active life outside of that. So he told me about Meetup,
Mm-hmm.
and so I joined, of course, automatically, and I started searching for African groups on Meetup. And to my surprise, there were none, absolutely none. And I was like, really? Atlanta? No African meetups? So I talked to my boyfriend about it, and he said, why don't you create your own, meetup? And I was hesitant to do it at first, but then I was like, what the heck? What the heck do I have to lose? So I created it, and I remember it was July 4th that I created the
Two
group.
years ago.
Yeah, 2 years ago, July 4th. Well, no, actually, a year ago, because it'll
Well,
be
we
three
closed
years.
it. We closed it down maybe a year ago, but
Has it been a
yeah,
year?
it's been a year.
Oh,
But
wow,
we
okay.
start. You started the year prior,
Okay,
which
yeah,
is
you're right. You are right about that.
2013, right?
Yeah, you are right. So I created the group July 4th, and, that's how I met Henry. And
I think I emailed you. You were asking for suggestions, And I emailed you about suggestions I had, and I think we should do. And I think I came to the second event, which was bowling.
Yes.
And that's how
Yeah, yeah.
we met. And then she made me a host. She made me a host. And as vocal as I am, you guys know I hold nothing back. But we had a couple of meetups. I think one of the meetups was at this place, this town hall. And I cooked. Did I cook that day?
Yeah, yeah, you did.
I did. Oh yeah, I made that. I made that palm soup. I didn't make spinach. I made that palm soup, and everybody, we had a potluck. We watched a movie, and what else? I didn't grill.
No,
I
no,
didn't
that
grill
was
that
4th of July that you grilled. Because we had the 4th of July event at my house.
Oh yeah. That was another potluck.
Yeah.
But at your place.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how we met. Okay, so we could you elaborate how we closed down the Africans in Atlanta group and the reason behind that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, as many meetup groups I'm sure experience, a lot of people will join, but not that many people will end up coming out to events. And it's very disheartening when you are number one spending money, because they charge you a monthly fee as a creator or an admin.
I know it well.
To
$20 a month.
Yes, to keep the site going, to keep your particular site going. And we have a good number of followers, but again, it takes time, and then you're spending money too, depending upon what kind of event you're throwing. And it just got to a point where the same, I'd say 4 or 5 people would show up to events, and it was really sad, but it just came to the conclusion where, you know what, we're just gonna have to shut this down, because the investment, I guess not really investment, but money spent, we weren't getting.
There was no returns. The
Exactly.
returns were expectation of people attending. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So that's the returns we expected. And I was like, the hell, we gotta close this down. We gotta, and we did. We got a couple of members' phone numbers, which we still kind of hang out sometimes, probably maybe 4 or 5
I
people.
mean, I would say in the end, I achieved my goal, because when I came down here again, I knew absolutely nobody in Atlanta, heck, nobody in the whole state of Georgia, and I was looking for friends, and every single friend that I have here in Atlanta, till today, I met through Meetup. So I accomplished, what I set to do in creating the group.
And you met a lot of people.
Yes.
You met me, you met Sally, what's the other girl from
Robert,
Robert,
I met Fatu.
Robert's from Kenya?
Yes, Kenya. I'm Mimi,
Mimi's Nigerian.
Yeah,
I'm from Ghana, and I didn't talk about it, but I was born in Italy, grew up in, I've been all over the place. And sometimes I do say I lived in Mount Kilimanjaro, or Mount Afajato. And, Italy was maybe 2 years. Ghana till I was 13. Came up here and lived in New York 10 years, lived in Oklahoma for maybe a year, came to Atlanta in 96. So I've been around, and I'm pretty much revealing my age too. But anyway, let's talk about my group, right? Ooh, it is hot in here. Anyway, let's talk about my group. So I went ahead after Africans in Atlanta, and I created Henry Singles Meetup. I made Marian the admin/host. Can you tell us why you were so busy and you couldn't help out? Reveal that situation.
It kind of goes back to why the group was, my group was shut down, was not only because, a lot of people had signed up and very little were actually attending the events, but I decided to go back to school. And so with going back to school and working a full-time job, that right there is a lot on my plate. And unfortunately, my new schedule just did not allot any time for me to help Henry out with his group.
So yeah, that pretty much sums it up. So, and then I brought another host under me, which is Siobhan. Siobhan is great, and Siobhan, I will you, we will have an interview with you in it. You know, I'm not done with you yet. So Siobhan has helped me out a lot with events, and you know, we chat. I'm not trying to make the group like Facebook, but I'm trying to have like topics every week. We have a brand new topic that comes on. It could be about relations. What do we all want in a relationship? It could be about we're coming to Henry's place. You know, we're grilling card games, board games. What will we be doing? What would we like to do? Or maybe next month, what events, you know, would we like to do? Wine tasting. Actually, we got a cabin trip, and I did talk about it briefly in the first interview. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be our very first trip out there to LJ, Georgia, August 21st. So I think this pretty much wraps it up, you know. And all I'm trying to do is build a YouTube channel for new people who actually Google, browse, and see Henderson. Like, oh, Henry Singles Meetup, and they see the link URL to YouTube channel, and it's gonna have interviews, not just interviews. It's gonna have video links to videos where at the singles, speed dating, to the Mina's Kitchen African restaurant. It's even gonna have videos when we're playing card games or even talking trash, because I do like to talk trash. But anyway, that sums it up. Thank you so much.